So, no, I don't like that. Hey everyone, this is the second part of my Drawing Portraits tutorial series, and today we're going to talk about drawing the nose. So you'll need the same supplies as last time, something to draw on, something to draw with, and something to erase your mistakes. So let's get started. Okay, so first I would like to start off by telling you that the outside of the nose typically lines up with the inner corner of the eye, as you see here. So what you can do is take something and draw a straight line down from the inner corner of the eye and use that as a guideline. Now again, this isn't a hard and fast rule, it's just some general advice for proportions. Now also the top of the nostril usually starts about one eye width down from the eye. Just as we use the eye as a marking tool for the distance between the eyes in the last video, you can use that here as well. So these outer nose marks that I'm making are just for reference at this point. They will not show up as lines by the end of the drawing. I like to start by drawing the inner part of the nostril and swooping down for the tip of the nose. I also draw the little divot between the nose and the lips. Now this circle will help to remind you that this is the point of the nose and it's coming out at you. So also these lines that I'm drawing here are to remind you that the sides of the nose are a plane that go down at a diagonal. So here I'm just trying to pay attention to the shape that is created by the shadow that goes along the side and underneath my nose, underneath the tip. Drawing is just shapes, so don't get too intimidated when you're trying to draw a face. It's just shapes, just like everything else that you've ever drawn. Now once you have that in, you can erase these guideline lines. I have a nifty nose ring to sort of help sometimes with my drawings. It helps to show the shape there. And when you have something like that, you also want to pay attention to any type of shadow that it makes. So again, pay attention to the shadow that goes underneath the nose, and that'll help give you that 3D effect for the nose. You want to make sure that you keep the nostrils dark because the inside of the nostril is very dark in pretty much any portrait drawing. Another thing I'd like to mention is that drawing is a lot of push and pull. So you are pushing in value with your pencil and you're pulling it out or pulling it away with your blending stump or your eraser. And then you're pushing values back in as you see here. And again, just paying attention to that shape that is created by the shadows. I don't have a very shapely nose, but I try to look for any tiny amount of detail that I can that shows shape. Sometimes when you have a photo or some type of reference that you're looking at that doesn't have a very strong value contrast, you'll want to push that a little harder than it actually looks in real life to give your drawing more depth. And again, you want to make sure that you finish that nostril with a very crisp dark line, which you will see here in just a few moments. Okay, that was it for this part of the portrait tutorial drawing series. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something, and I hope that you come back next week. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time.